so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
We go tonight. 180. Come on, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Goff over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. These two teams squaring off here in Week 1. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, they've dominated this series. They've won 6 of the last 7 against the Rams. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
11, 5, 7.
Back to throw, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Hey, Charlie.
From the 38, Goff. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
You can't block me. Sponge. No. Check 9. 49. Check 49. We're good. 59. Check.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Check. 36. Jim. Check 99.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Gone. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
Mike 59. Let's go. Mike, check.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
Mike 2. Watch the screen. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch a slap. I got motion.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
17. Check 59. They're not ready for
from the gun. Here's Goff. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. Switch. 8.
Throwing is Newton. And Olsen over the middle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Okay, 180.
Right there, 54 Mike. 3 bucks.
20.
Alert flare.
20.
Zoom. Check Mike. 50.
I get it.
To throw again. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, kill.
Goff now to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Four down. Hey, orbit.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Two for 66.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in Week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
12.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Out of the gun. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
2 for 66.
Undercut. Switch it through. Check 15, check 15.
14.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That did.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Slam.
Throwing on third. Goff. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
180.
Alert 3. Check out 3.
Value 1.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Goff now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go. In this first half.
Cut. 180.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
We go. 76. 76. Okay. Turbo set.
Goff on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I got you, son. I got you, son. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
Goff throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Higbee. Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Boston.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 32-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Check, 59.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, tonight. Like 20.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that. But well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's get this.
Hey, 5.
Right, check, 59. Let's run.
To throw is Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 29, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Goff now looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
12. Ric Flair.
Check 52, check 3, check 3.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on third down, Newton. Complete to right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Cut. 180.
59. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Bravo.
Right, check. 59. You remember me? Let's go, baby. 59.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Louis.
He's coming. Double up.
Gone. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Great.
Check hot route.
Express.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What is it? Gun.
Get the way. Wide. Get wide.
Express.
Motion to the backfield. Check, 93's the mic.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Newton throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Great.
From the gun, here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Let's go.
That's good for the Panthers. First down.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready. 180.
Guys, it's game 6.
Express.
Check, 93's the mic. 93.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Clay Matthews able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Like 20.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Deuce. Tell. You got tape.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Check 43. He's checking. Crash.
Hold on. Check.
Goff now looking to throw. That's complete to White. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Check. 12. Switch. Shift. Watch the shift. Watch the edge. Check safety.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch twins.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Goff now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight dog. 20. Kill. Turn up. Look at it.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
Sure on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they got to start considering what their play calling is because they got to push it downfield.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. That'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Check. 8. 20.
Check 13.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Oh, twisting away. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check. That's it. Look at it. Record. Watch safety creeping. Great. 93's the mic. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Now Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. 36 yards on the play. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. On the ground, McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
The Rams' 4-yard line.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason.